Hi, it's Maya from Irresistible Tribe. Welcome back. Today I want to talk about a topic that I feel is super important, especially if you consider yourself a light worker, and also if you have friends that you consider light workers. So the topic is that light workers are humans too. But before I go into it, if you like the videos that I make, please subscribe to my channel. There is a red button here or here, and just click it and make sure you hit the bell, because then you get notifications when my videos are posted. And I would really appreciate you subscribing to my channel, because it supports me in growing the channel. And also, if you like my videos, please press like. This is also a big support, and it helps that the video is more visible on YouTube, and so others can see it as well. So light workers are human too. I really felt called to speak on the topic because I have realized this quite some time ago, but I forget a little bit of how people perceive me. And I realized that I'm perceived as a quite ethereal being. I speak softly, I move gently, I speak in light language, I transmit this high frequency. So I feel many times I am perceived almost as not human, which is of course not true. We are all multidimensional beings, of course. We are not just human, but we are human as well. And this being human, I think it's a crucial part of our experience, because as long as we are denying our human part, we are never really here, and we are then not able to bring into form what is our soul mission, our purpose here. And I made a video on what's our purpose, and ultimately your purpose is simply to be yourself. Very, very simply, just to be yourself, because when you are yourself, when you are embodying your essence, your work, your mission comes through you effortlessly and in joy. Back to light workers being human. So that was one thing. Many times light workers are perceived as very ethereal, and some of us are. I know for myself that for a long time, when I was still very ungrounded and still really not wanting to be here on earth, kind of pretty much most of the time thinking, what am I doing here? This is some strange reality, but okay, I'll hang around because I am here. So grounding and anchoring into my human body and accepting my humanness was a huge part of walking the path and doing my soul mission. I feel this is extremely important. Another thing that I see so many times in other light workers, I also have a video on the topic, how to know if you're a light worker. You might like it, I put a link above. Many light workers feel that they should be perfect, that they should try to make no mistakes, that they should live life in a certain way, speak in a certain way, and if they would do certain things, that would mean they are not light workers. For example, smoking cigarettes, drinking alcohol, taking some drugs or whatever, eating meat, buying expensive things. I know people who are hiding these kind of things because they believe they will be judged if they show that they're doing them. And, I don't think there's anything wrong with these things. Whatever you are doing consciously, consciously, you know, not as an unconscious and automatic habit to feel a void, which probably for many of us, certain addictions, you know, like food, sugar, cigarettes, alcohol, whatever, for many of us these addictions were part of the path. When we had to look into the addiction, look behind the addiction, what was the reason for that, why were we doing this, and then transcending the addiction. And so when you transcend it, if you are able to, I don't know, what's your deal, smoking, if you are able to smoke just because you feel like smoking, just because you feel for some reason you need it, you do it consciously, I think this, I truly believe this doesn't cancel you out as light worker. It doesn't mean that you are not a light worker. Or if you eat meat, this is still, I think, a big topic. Maybe in some circles I saw that. So I don't eat meat, but I also don't judge those who eat meat. I have to say that for a long time I was vegan, because I felt my body was telling me to be vegan. And you know, when I had conversations with people who asked me, okay, so you don't eat meat, you don't eat fish, so on, why don't you eat them? And when I said I don't eat these things because I feel my body doesn't want them, they were not satisfied, you know, they wanted to argue. And nowadays I see that when it happens that some people were vegan, for example, and then they are not anymore, people start judging again. I feel we just need to follow what our body is asking for. And I'm not any authority to say what is a true light worker, but I believe that on our path of light working, which, you know, I don't know who came up with this name, but for me, light worker is a person who also does shadow work. Like, we cannot, this is separation. Even when we talk about light work and shadow work, we are separating again. Like, we need to reunite everything. Light working doesn't happen without the shadow work, because we always have both aspects, which are actually just one thing, you know, that we need to walk through. So please, if you ever had any doubts, if you are a light worker, or if you are worried that somebody will judge you, or actually if you are judging yourself for doing certain things that you are not supposed to do if you are a light worker, please just forget about it. Enjoy your life. Follow what your body is calling for. Do what you like. Do it consciously. Whatever it is, do it consciously. Even if it's bad for you, if you do it consciously, you will bring it more and more and more into your awareness. And when you do that, and you don't use it as something to numb yourself, then it will fall away. Smoking, drinking, whatever it is, doesn't matter. It will fall away once you bring it into awareness, and once you are not using it to escape something. So I really do feel that we are in the human experience for a reason. So accepting our bodies, accepting our humanness, accepting our sexuality, which is a big topic. I was talking about this 2 videos ago. I feel sexuality is a huge topic on the path of spiritual awakening. We still need to, we have so much to discover here. But anyway, in this video, mostly I just wanted to remind you that being human is okay, and you can be a light worker and a human all at the same time, because we are multidimensional beings. We are not just one thing. We are the union of so many things that we just need to allow ourselves to discover and see, and just allow all these aspects of us to exist and be conscious about what you're doing and about why you're doing certain things. And if you do anything consciously, whatever is not supporting your path will fall away by itself. But the main thing is dealing with your self-judgment, because that's ultimately what it's all about, right? We are not really afraid that others will judge us, but we are judging ourselves. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I want to show you one of my favorite t-shirts. Star Wars, human. I'm human. I really like Star Wars, the old school ones. Well, the new ones, not so bad, I guess. Didn't watch them all. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, for being here, for walking the path. Please share the video if you feel that it will support others. And please like it, because then it supports my channel, and it also shows up more in YouTube so that others can see it too. Yeah. Have a beautiful rest of the week. Bye.